welcome to this edition of You and the Law. On You and the Law, I discuss issues of law that are useful to you. My name is Ekeminidim. I'm a legal practitioner. I'm the host of this channel. I'm always glad to know that you are there keeping me company. In this edition of You and the Law, I am continuing in the series on fundamental rights as contained in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. In particular, I'm discussing the fundamental rights to acquire and own immovable property in all parts of the country. Nigerian citizens have the right in the Constitution to acquire, that is to purchase, and to own or to take benefit of deed of gift, which shows donation of property to them by their parents or by anybody in any part of the country. And so the fact that I'm from Bayelsa State, the fact that I'm from Lagos State, the fact that I am from the FCT doesn't stop me from taking benefit of a property that has been willed in my favor in Kaduna State or in any part of the country. The fact that I am from a particular part of the country does not mean that I don't have the right to go out of my state of origin to purchase a property in another part of the country. So this is a fundamental right to acquire and own immovable property, that is, assets fixed to the ground. Building is an immovable property. A company, an industry that has been built somewhere is an immovable property, and therefore have the right to acquire and own immovable property in any part of the country. But before I proceed, what's the section of the Constitution that makes provision for this right? This takes us directly to the Constitution itself. Let me display the exact language and provision of the Constitution on this right for us to understand, to have a clear understanding of what it means, after which I'm going to explain further for better understanding of everybody. Section 43 of the Constitution, it provides, subject to the provisions of this Constitution, every citizen of Nigeria shall have the right to acquire and own immovable property everywhere in Nigeria. So, as seen clearly displayed on the screen there, it's simple. Every person shall have the right to acquire and own immovable property everywhere and anywhere in Nigeria. And so, the Hausa man has the right to acquire and own immovable property in Calabar, Cross River State. The Igbo man has the right to go to the far north and acquire and own immovable property, and nobody can stop him. The Yoruba man has the right to go to the north or go to the south or go to the east or go to any part of the country to acquire and own immovable property without anybody stopping him. So, if there is a custom, if there is a tradition in a community that says that we don't sell property to any stranger, so to say, and maybe someone in that community, in spite of that custom, goes ahead to sell a property to someone that does not come from that community, and the person goes ahead to develop the property, and later on the community comes up to say, you cannot live here, you cannot even be allowed to continue to own this property. Such action from that community is an action taken in contravention of the clear provisions of the Constitution on the fundamental right to acquire and own immovable property in every part of Nigeria. So I'm sure you've learned one or two things about this very right. It's fundamental, it's available to everybody irrespective of race, status, religion, political affiliation, or anything. It's available to everybody. And everybody should be allowed to enjoy this right without restriction. If you stop anybody from enjoying that right, you have offended the Constitution. The person that has been so stopped has the right to go against you in a court of law, seek declaratory reliefs, and also seek damages to be awarded against you. I do hope you'll be properly guided moving forward, and I do also hope that this right will be respected by every person and also by every government or any other person in authority. Thank you very much for watching this very episode of You and the Law. I remain your friend, your host, and your lawyer, Ekeminidim. I encourage you to continue watching You and the Law. I also encourage you to subscribe to the channel if you have already subscribed. If you have not already subscribed, I also encourage you to share the link with your friends and loved ones, and also share with your social media platforms so that together we can continue to learn as much as we can from the basic principles of law in the Constitution, basic principles of law generally, and so that together we can understand the rights that we have as citizens. Thank you very much and remain blessed.